My friends everywhere, I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to encourage us by leaving a like or a comment, and let us know where you're watching from. Love you all!
At an army camp, a hush fell over the place a few minutes after sunrise. The soldiers stood silently as orders were sternly issued. Commander Mark spoke in a loud voice that terrified everyone present, and all were afraid of his anger.
Today is your first day here at the camp, and my word is law, or the consequences will be dire. There should be a better way to speak than this. Not everything is a threat. We understand without threats, sir.
Mark, shocked. This was the first time anyone had spoken to him like that, especially at the camp, pointed at Sam and spoke with such intense anger that it frightened everyone, but Sam remained completely unfazed.
What's your name, buddy? I swear I'll make your days here darker than you can imagine. And tomorrow, you'll see what Commander Mark will do. I'll make you regret the day you ever thought of joining the army. You think your words will scare me? I fear no one but my creator, Commander. And my name is Sam. Well, we'll see about that.
He pointed at the soldier and ordered him.
Sam is to be held in solitary confinement for 72 hours, without food or water. Now, obey orders, soldier.
Obey Mark's orders. Who would dare disobey him? Mark smiled smugly, then continued speaking to the rest of the team.
I think you've seen what happens to anyone who tries to be clever in front of Mark. Let's begin training.
Mark began training with the remaining 7 members of the team, except for Sam. After a long time, everyone felt exhausted.
Training's over. Let's have breakfast, guys.
They went to the breakfast area, all of them worn out.
I'm worried about Sam. Guys, and Mark's so strict. I don't know what to do. Sam's my friend, and he'll be hurt from the lack of food and water these next couple of days. We don't know what to say. God help Sam. You know Sam, Kim? You say he'll be hurt. You must know him, right? Yes, Sam's my cousin and my friend. We live together in the same house, and I know everything about him, and I don't know what to do.
At Mark's, he sat comfortably in his office. As if nothing had happened, his friends David and Simon entered.
What did you do with the new team, Mark? Did anyone get arrested? No one escapes you. Calm down a bit. They're new yet. Everyone should know Mark's system from day one. And speaking of arrest, yes, someone was detained. He was trying to be clever, and he should be made an example of. Get Sam out of prison immediately, Mark, or the consequences will be dire. Have you forgotten what happened to the one you imprisoned before? Have mercy on yourself, Mark, for your actions.
In prison, Sam was sitting on the floor, not caring about anything. 2 hours later, Mark, David, and Simon entered.
What happened between you and Commander Mark? Ask him, sir.
Mark approached him and began shouting angrily.
Watch your mouth, Sam, before I end your existence on this earth. Calm down, Mark. And you, Sam, speak politely. Mark is hot-tempered, but your manner is provocative. Simon tells Sam to enter the storage room. And pay attention, Sam. From now on, don't forget that this is your first day. Okay, but Mark needs to watch his words. I don't know what he'll do if he says something else. Mark approached him and began shouting angrily. Get away, Mark. And you, Sam, go back to your cell block.
Sam went to the cell block. Are you happy now? This is all your fault. I don't have time for a headache. I'm telling you, Rose, it's your fault. You're the one who insisted on joining the army, disguised as young men. If anyone finds out, it will be a disaster. I'm telling you, Rose. You agreed to come with me from the beginning. Enough talk. I'm going to rest until training. Elsewhere, a beautiful 5-year-old boy was sleeping. Mark entered and sat beside him.
Ronald!
The boy opened his eyes.
Good morning, Ronald.
Good morning, Mark. I want to go back to the villa. to Mama and Papa. I don't want to stay here.
Mark sadly tried to hide his tears.
Mama and Papa are away. When they come back, we'll go. And what man cries, Ronald?
Okay, but I want to see them as soon as they get back.
Okay, let's have breakfast.
There was a girl standing outside. Sophia saw everything from the window and smiled slyly. Sophia said, "Wow, Mark is crying? And with a child too? Everyone will know." At Rose's, she was walking in the yard, the sun on her face, and she looked so beautiful. Rose sat down in a secluded spot and took off her wig and mustache. Simon saw her from afar.
Impossible! I can't believe it. This is a girl?
Simon was even more shocked and decided to confront her. But a loud noise interrupted his thoughts. There's a fight. At Mark and Ronald's, they were having breakfast. Sophia approached them. Sam said loudly so everyone could hear,
What, officer? Who is this child? Since when does the camp accept children? What are you doing here, Sam? How did you get in? Were you spying on me? Ha ha ha! No! I was put in your path to uncover the secret you are hiding from everyone. Mark said to Ronald, Go inside.
The child came in and locked himself. Everyone gathered.
Everyone to the training area immediately. Get out of here. What's going on, Sam? What happened with the officer? What does the child have to do with it? No, that's the general's business. When he finds out there's a child at the camp. And what will the general do when he finds out there are girls at the camp?
What are you saying, Simon? Are there girls in the camp? You know something, Simon, and we don't? Of course there are girls in the camp, since you said so. Come here, Sam, to Commander Mark's office. Now.
Sam shifted nervously, deeply troubled by Simon's words. He recalled what had happened before he came to the camp, how everyone had objected, yet he had insisted. In an apartment building in California, we find Sophia's family. What are you saying, Sophia? The army? Have you lost your mind?
The army is for men only, Sophia, and if anyone finds out there's a girl in the camp, there will be trouble.
No, I'm going to the army, Neil. My father agrees and no one has the right to interfere. Rose entered through the door and laughed sarcastically. Of course they didn't agree, and you're the only one who wants to go, aren't you, Sophia, my cousin? I know you better than you know yourself.
What do you want, Rose? You're not enough either. Let her do what she wants, son. Your daughter is stubborn, Dad, but we'll see when she comes crying.
Fine, we'll go tomorrow, and I'll be Sam and Rose will be Kim.
Well, you did choose some nice names, but I'll wait for you two to cry.
He went into his room, fundamentally dissatisfied with the whole thing. The next morning, the two girls prepared themselves for the army, disguised as young men in their military uniforms. Their father stood before them and told them he hoped they wouldn't regret joining the army, which was meant for men. The two girls left the house and headed to the camp to face their fate alone. Oh God, I'm so nervous, but I chose this path. I'll see it through to the end and face my destiny. She saw Rose sitting on a rock, went over to her and spoke impatiently. Why aren't you wearing a wig, Rose? It's okay. There's no one here. Move, Rose, and put these things on. The commander wants to see us in his office. What happened? You'll find out everything when we get to them. In Mark's office, he, Simon, and David were sitting. 5 minutes later, the two girls arrived and entered the office.
Sam saw Ronald with Mark at camp, and he doesn't want anyone at camp to know.
Yes, and what's in it for me to keep quiet?
There is a price, and the price is that no one knows you're girls. What are you saying, Simon? Girls at camp? Have you been drinking?
Yes, I'm a girl, and my name is Sophia. This is Rose, my cousin, Mark.
Girls at camp is impossible. I won't be silent no matter what. Sit down and listen to the end. In exchange for no one knowing you're girls, you won't tell anyone there's a child at the camp. What do you say?
Mark, still in shock, took a deep breath and tried to remain calm. The situation required more composure than that. After much persuasion, everyone agreed with Simon, and the necessary agreement would be implemented. The next day, Sophia woke up. She was laughing. "My brother is coming to see us at camp now, and everyone knows we're girls and no one can say a word to us." "Stop it, Sophia. Commander Mark is very strict. There must be a good reason why he's doing this and taking Ronald with him. But what is it? And who was Ronald anyway?" "Yes, Rose, you're right. Let's go see Ronald before training and see what happens." The two girls went to where Ronald was, but they found Mark with Donald. Sophia knocked on the door, and Mark was annoyed by the sound. He was used to seeing Simon or David come to see Ronald in the mornings, but he was shocked by what he saw.
Didn't I say you're not allowed to come here? Don't you understand English?
"We've made a mistake. We came to check on Ronald. He definitely needs someone to be with him instead of being alone all the time." Mark was about to reply to Sophia, but Simon and David arrived and overheard Sophia talking to Mark about Ronald. They were glad they wouldn't break their agreement.
What's wrong, Mark? Why are you being so defensive? Leave the girls with Ronald and come with us to the office. We need you.
So Mark went with the boys, and the two girls stayed with Ronald. Sophia said lovingly, "How are you, Ronald? I'm Sophia, and this is Rose. I hope you're well." Ronald smiled at them, feeling their kindness, especially since he hadn't been around women since his mother disappeared suddenly, and he didn't know what had happened to her. He suddenly started to cry. Sophia took him in her arms and continued to pat him until he calmed down completely. After a while, they went outside disguised, but unfortunately, they saw something that shocked them. The young men entered Mark's office and all sat down.
I'm afraid someone will find out there's a child and girls at the camp. It'll be a disaster. What do we do now? Ronald cries all the time because his father and mother died in the accident, and he doesn't know anything about it, and I don't know what to do.
They were talking suddenly. The young men heard a loud noise in the training area. They went out to see what was happening, and they were shocked by what they saw.
The young men went out towards the loud noise, the voice of the high-ranking general.
Where is Ronald, Commander Mark? What's the matter, General? We have information that Ronald, Commander Mark's nephew, is at the camp.
Mark, calmly belying the anger he felt inside, said,
May we speak with you briefly in the office?
The general agreed to Mark's request, and they headed to the general's office.
I need to understand now. How is Ronald here and at the camp exactly, Mark? Since my brother and his wife's accident, Ronald has had no one but me. Ronald can't be left alone, so I brought him here with me.
The general began to calm down somewhat from his agitation.
I appreciate your concern for Ronald, and since I consider you like a son, I will find a place for Ronald away from the camp. If there's a search, you're the one who will be harmed, Mark. I'll give you a week's leave until Ronald's situation is resolved. Yes, sir.
They left the general's office, and David said to him,
Come on, Mark. Training is about to begin, and the team is in the parade ground. And calm down a bit. The girls must leave the camp today. Leave it to me. I think they're the ones who told the general, and I'll make them regret the day they ever thought of joining the army. It won't be easy for them.
Mark went to the training ground for the team, smiling maliciously.
Today we're going to learn how to climb hills, guys. Every two of you will be together, and the first ones, Sam and Kim.
Sophia thought to herself, I'm afraid of heights. I have a phobia of them, but there's no way around it. The orders must be carried out. Simon was standing watching Rose and her movements, and suddenly he ran towards her shouting, Kim! Rose was about to fall off the mountain, but Simon's hand caught her at the last moment. Rose stepped back from him, very nervous. Thank you, Commander.
Come on, finish the training, just take care of yourself.
All day long, Mark relentlessly pushed them through training until it was over. Sophia spoke wearily.
Is there more training? I'm so tired.
Mark, slyly,
No, we're not done yet. Everyone does 200 push-ups, and whoever stops has to start over.
They started training again. But Sophia couldn't continue because she was exhausted and fainted. She had recently had surgery, and it was dangerous for her to do this training now. Sophia! Everyone was stunned by Sophia's condition and Rose's recklessness. The rest of the team was bewildered that there was a girl at camp. Mark rushed to her, unsure of what to do, and called an ambulance. Sophia was taken to the hospital with Rose and Mark accompanying her. At the hospital, Mark spoke, puzzled.
Sophia, what's wrong with Rose?
Sophia had major surgery a year ago, and the doctor told her that too much movement was dangerous for her. She was very tired today.
Then why did the army bring her if it was dangerous for her?
She wanted to challenge herself and prove she could do men's work. Mark looked at her, shocked. A week later,
Girls, you'll be arrested for impersonating. Sophia is still tired. Something might happen to her. They should have known before doing that could harm them. We're not playing around. This is the army, not child's play.
An hour later, everyone went to the army hospital to check on her. Rose said, "I'm so glad you're okay, Sophia. I was so worried about you."
What happened was wrong, and the idea of disguising oneself was wrong. Thank God it didn't happen. It could have been worse.
"It's all right, sir. I understand it was a mistake, and I've learned from it." Before Sophia could finish speaking, Mark looked at Simon.
Should we tell them now? Yes, let's do it. Sir, I want to marry Sophia, and Simon wants to marry Rose.
Everyone was surprised. No one could believe what they heard. They were in shock. But the shock quickly turned to joy, and the girls agreed. A year later, Sophia and Mark got married, as did Rose and Simon. Little Ronald sang to them, overjoyed. In the end, they took a beautiful picture together. And that's the end of our story. Love you all.